Hey, hello. Thank you so much for coming to our production of Rules for Living. Just a little intro to who we are. Tonight's production was put together by Theatre-19. We're a theatre company created by University of Bristol students during the first lockdown to keep running online and keep us all connected. Don't mind my head. This is I have no choice in this. This is literally my head. So just a little heads up. Heads up. All donations from tonight's performance will be going towards the mental health charity Many Minds, based in Bristol, providing workshops to people who may not necessarily have access to theatre. Any donations would be greatly appreciated, and you can access the link to the donations in both the live stream and the description inside the event. So also, just a heads up, the programme for tonight's show can be found in the description for the YouTube stream. And in addition, there is also a document featuring text found in the programme in the description. So if you're also, another heads up, if you're watching tonight's show on a format such as like a TV, on a screen that you wouldn't necessarily have a keyboard for, it may be worth having your phone as well, showing the production, so you can keep an eye on the chat box that will be operated by one of our team members. I'll put a little information in there and just be communicating with you guys, just so you can be kind of more interactive with the performance. So tonight's performance overall will be about 2 hours with a 15-minute interval around 8:30. We really hope that you enjoy the show. We've been working really hard since November to put it together, and I will now hand you over to Act 1. So let the show begin. Thank you very much and have a fantastic evening.
Carrie?
What?
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yes.
Yes, of course I'm okay. I'm fine.
Honey, I know that face. What's wrong?
Shh, please.
She can't hear us.
You keep your voice down.
She can't hear us. She's 2 floors up. Sheena!
Matthew.
Sheena!
Matthew.
See? I grew up in this house. I know what you can get away with. About 70 decibels. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Carrie, she can't hear us.
No. She's just run up the stairs because of me.
What are you talking about? She went to check on Emma.
Yeah, because right, it's a joke. It's a natural reflex, okay? If you're gonna give me a setup, then I'm gonna deliver a punchline. Anyone who tells me that Father Christmas arrived with a full sack last night is gonna get the same answer. That's because he only comes once a year.
Oh, that was funny.
Then why didn't she laugh?
She did.
Oh, that was a fake laugh.
Honey, I've known Sheena since I was 11. She wasn't pretending.
Really?
Honestly.
Okay, I mean, she did marry your brother, so she must have an A. Look, I just know how much your family mean to you. And should I tone it down? I can. Should I tone it down a bit? You can say.
It's not rocket science, Carrie. Just don't be vulgar.
Vulgar? You think I'm vulgar?
No, I don't think you're vulgar.
Then who does? Did your mum call me vulgar?
No, I'm just saying that the things we joke about together aren't necessarily the things to joke about in front of my family. Not everybody has the same sense of humour.
Say what you really feel, why don't you?
Carrie.
You should know how to make a girl feel special about herself.
Honey, you just said I should be honest.
Oh, no. Don't let me stop you. But on the subject of honesty, might I remind you that if you wanted a wallflower for a girlfriend, you shouldn't have picked me.
Carrie, that's what you got from what I just said. That I want a wallflower for a girlfriend. I didn't say that. I'd never say that. Honey, I'm so sorry. Carrie, look at me. Please don't do this. Not today. It's Christmas.
I'm sorry. I hate being this irritating, whining person. I just really want your family to like me.
I know. And they do. They do like you.
They don't know what to think of me. I'm never going to fit in.
Of course you're going to fit in. You do fit in. Currently.
You were just saying that.
I'm not just saying that.
What about your mum? What does she say about me? Does she say I'm funny?
Mum says you're always seeing the funny side of things.
And she said she liked that?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry that we have to keep on having this same conversation.
That's all right. I don't mind. We'll keep doing it till we get it right.
That's what you said to me the first time we made love.
Yeah, that's the kind of joke you can't make in front of my mother.
Right, yeah, got it. Absolutely, yeah. Hey, Matthew, I know I must drive you a bit nuts, but you're so patient with me, and I just want you to know that after a whole year, I'm still so in love with you.
I'm still so in love with you too. Oh, Sheena, hey, how's Emma? Shall I go up?
Oh, could you give her half an hour?
Of course.
Just...
Whatever you want, whatever you need. So, how can we help? What can we do? Give us jobs.
Yes, jobs wouldn't be Christmas without them. There's a list as long as my arm, despite your mother having prepared it all last January. Edith is the most organised woman you'll ever meet.
I've met her 4 times.
Oh, I know. I mean, in general, Christmas Day in this house is carried out with military precision.
There is a very strict timetable.
And she only uses the 24-hour clock.
We don't eat at 1 o'clock. We eat at 1300
hours. That reminds me. Actually, we should get moving. Your mum's concerned there aren't enough carrots.
Oh, that is concerning.
Oh, I know. And we haven't laid the table.
Shay, I think that's a code red situation.
Crimson alert!
Evacuate non-essential personnel. Lock down the doors.
So, Gary, do you want to do the carrots? Matt, you and I can lay the table. Carrots are in the bottom of the fridge. There should be a peeler in the utensil drawer.
I'll get them for you.
Do you mind if I move your stuff off the table?
Sure, yeah, no, of course.
Shay, has Mum said anything to you about that?
Oh, no. As far as I'm concerned, he's recovering well. Adam can tell you more when he gets back.
Oh, where is he?
Oh, sorry, I should have said. He forgot the cranberry sauce. So Adam ran out to buy some. That was about an hour ago, so I can only assume he's foraging in the hedgerows for cranberries. I'm sure he'll be home at some point between now and...
the new year?
Oh, it's good to see you. Both of you. It's really good to see you both.
You too. You look well.
Oh, do I? I don't feel
You do. You look really well.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, you always say the nicest things. Carrie?
Yes, yeah.
This is your first Christmas together as a couple, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, no, it's a big step, but we've been looking forward to this for ages, haven't we?
These side plates?
That's a cheese plate.
But enough about me. Yeah, what about you? You're not with your family this year, obviously.
I am.
You are?
Well, my family is complicated. My parents are divorced, and so...
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to...
Oh, no, it's not a sensitive issue. Well, that said, Christmas negotiations are generally fraught. December's like a bloody custody battle in my family. My parents are a nightmare, aren't they?
They're certainly opinionated.
Ever the diplomat. My parents are also lawyers. They can negotiate everyone but each other. At my wedding, oh my God, do you remember?
Of course I remember.
My mother actually interrupted the father of the bride speech by shouting,
"Objection!"
Oh God, he does such a good impression of my mum. Oh, you'd have to know her to appreciate it, but spot on. You're wasted as a solicitor, you should be on stage.
No, I shouldn't.
I'll never forget your Major General in Pirates of Penzance. You were fantastic.
Thanks, thank you. You say the nicest things.
That reminds me, Carrie, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed the TV show. The period drama.
A Whisper of Autumn.
A Whisper of Autumn! Oh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. You were brilliant.
It's only a small part.
It was a great part. Your character was really important. Pivotal, actually. You poisoned the Archduke.
That was the scullery maid.
Oh, of course it was. Of course. Oh God, you
I stole the letter.
You stole the letter. Exactly. And if you hadn't have done that, then, well, it wouldn't, none of it would have been the same. Would it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose you wouldn't have met the Countess. She was great, wasn't she?
She's a great actress. She's probably brilliant. Isn't she
Oh
brilliant?
yeah, she's properly brilliant.
So funny.
And witty.
Well, that's the script. You know, I had some pretty funny lines
She
too.
has a great face.
Such a great phrase.
Well, it wasn't just his purse that was small, if you take my meaning.
Oh yes. Yeah, that was your line. Oh God, I remember. Oh, it was great. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
So, what's next? Is there anything else on the horizon?
Well, I mean, not just at the moment, but it's completely normal to have periods where you're not really working.
Oh no, sure, of course. Oh, and Matt, I've been dying to know. Have they offered you partnership?
Actually, I did have an audition in New York, which was a complete disaster. But you know, it's a really funny story, isn't it?
It's hilarious.
Right, so get this. I was so jet lagged when I got off the plane that I walked into the audition in a complete daze, right? I sat down, unbuttoned my coat, started the whole spiel. Hi, so great to meet you, blah, 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 blah. When suddenly they started looking at me with these horrified expressions. And I realized, hang on a second, didn't I leave my coat out in the hallway? Underneath my coat, I'd been wearing this tea dress with, you know, really cute buttons up the front. And I looked down and I'd been sat there in my tights and my bra. I had a dress on the back of my chair. I sat there, half naked, in front of the entire production.
Oh my God, Gary, I'm sorry to laugh.
You're supposed to laugh. It's humiliating, but it is funny.
I mean, I would have had a complete sense of humour failure.
Well, I mean, it could have been worse. At least I was wearing a bra.
You're hilarious. She's hilarious. How did the two of you ever get anything done?
With difficulty most of the time.
Oh, well, the conquering hero.
The hunter-gatherer returns.
There he is. There's my favourite brother. Come
That's my only brother.
here and give us a kiss then. You watch this one. Don't let him disappear. Come here, gorgeous.
Happy Christmas.
You're looking festive.
Am I?
You look like the front window display at Hamley's.
Just the look I was going for.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Adam, did you get the milk for Emma?
Yes. The supermarket was closed, so I found this on the back shelves of some village shop. It's covered in dust, but we can wipe it down.
That's what Matthew said to me the first time we made love. Sorry, too much?
And Carrie, something you need to learn about this family. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
Hey, Adam.
Yep.
I asked for rice milk. This is goat's milk.
Hey, it's Christmas Day, okay? Nobody's selling rice milk. It's a miracle I got that.
Why is Emma drinking goat's milk?
We're restricting her for her diet to see if she has any allergies. So no sugar, no gluten, no lactose.
No fun.
I know, but it isn't about fun. It's about health.
Sure, no, absolutely. I'm sorry.
Shay, goat's milk is fine.
Goat's milk has lactose in it.
Oh, less than in cow's milk.
Adam, I've done my research. These things affect the microbiome, your internal gut flora, which governs the immune system, and it undoubtedly makes a difference.
I've looked it up too. Plenty of lactose intolerant people drink goat's milk. She'll be fine. It's just for one day.
Sure, fine, if you say so. It's important not to get too pedantic about these things.
Thank you. So, where's Mum? Still paying homage to the Sky Fairy?
She'll be back in about 10, so we should get a move on.
Just enough time for a cheeky lager. I may have hidden a secret stash in the cold box.
Why is it a secret?
Dad has a thing about lager.
He's a real ale man, our dad.
Oh, yes, please. Bootleg beer. Thank you.
All right. Shay, do you want this one?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm going to try and pace myself. I want to avoid the situation when you realise you've had 5 drinks and the turkey hasn't even come out the oven.
You never do that.
I've been accused of doing that in the past.
Adam, any news on Dad?
Not really. Apparently he's recovering well, but he's had a bit of a setback. I'm not really sure what that means. He'll be fine. Dad has the constitution of an ox.
Yeah, he can come back from anything.
Mum said 3 days after the operation, he was lecturing the nurses on the inherent superiority of imperial measurements.
Typical dad. He'll be giving orders to his funeral directors from inside the coffin.
He'll be giving orders to our funeral directors at the grave. Let's have him back.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see him.
We could have everyone together, won't it? You know, one big family. Dad's right when he says family's not just an important thing. It's everything.
Yeah, of course. Family is the most important thing there is.
So how long are you guys staying?
Actually, I was planning on heading back this evening.
What? Why? Why so soon?
Well, Adam and I agreed that Emma should sleep in her own bed tonight.
But Emma loves staying here.
He's right. You know, we could try and get Emma up to Shepherd's Lookout tomorrow.
Emma loves the view from that hill.
Let's stay the night. Head back tomorrow. That hardly makes a difference, does it?
Adam, I really don't want to cause a disagreement.
Then don't. Of course we'll stay the night. It'll mean so much to Dad. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Shay?
No, no problem at all. No objections from me.
Hi, Mum.
Hello? Hello? Oh, you're here. Oh,
Happy Christmas, Mum.
oh, darling. Happy Christmas.
Hi, Edith. Hi.
Hi. Oh,
Happy Christmas.
you know, I was just delighted when Matthew told me you'd asked to come. Really delighted. It thrills me. Isn't it wonderful to have Gary?
Yeah, it's great.
Really great.
Really great. Yes.
How was church, Mum?
Oh, huge crowd. Such a turnout of young. Tom and Sarah were there with their two girls. Tom's a school friend of Adam's. Their eldest must be around Emma's age, maybe 15, bit older, maybe. I didn't expect to see them there. Tom has got this new job in Geneva. Frighteningly clever man, actually. But yes, they all turned out in their Christmas best to be with old Mumsy. The whole family was in the pew together. It was too nice. Oh no, the children were given an orange with a candle stuck into it, and they all processed down the aisle. It was too sweet. Oh,
Why an orange?
you know, I'm not quite sure, but I imagine it must be representing something.
It's probably
How
because
many
they're...
pies?
Oh, wonderful, darling. Sheena made a batch, but we were worried there weren't going to be enough. See, only half of them survived the journey.
Oh, you made some too.
Yes, gluten-free.
Now, where is my list? Ah, here we go. Okay, where are we? What time is it? Okay, so the turkey will come out to rest at 20 to 1. Oh, put that back. And we leave at 1 o'clock. That's right, after last year when I received such a ribbing for my timetable. I've now switched to a 12-hour clock. And I've even built in leeway into the schedule, okay? When her old mum can adapt and change. Oh, yes, now, who's done me some carrots?
I have.
Darling, would you mind not using that peeler? It's really more of a citrus rind peeler and the carrots are blunted.
I'm so sorry. I didn't
It's my
realise.
fault. I gave it to her.
Fine, I'll get you a new one. It's just that little bit more.
I'm really sorry.
That's fine, darling. You won't do it again. Right, yes. Slice them lengthways. Maybe we're less stumpy and we'll pop them in with the parsnips and shove them into roast 20 minutes before the potatoes, which have been prepared in advance. That is the only secret to a successful lunch party. Everything that can be done the day before must be done the day before. Yes, well, it's the only rule, really. That's a decent knife sharpener. Best investment you'll ever make, really. Is your mother the same? Does she get everything ready in advance?
Well, actually, we have Christmas dinner, so good.
Yes, Christmas dinner is a lovely thing to do, but it's just impractical with the children. Instead, we fill the day with fun. See, Francis always likes to play a game before lunch. Last year, he asked Adam to bring a game, and well, Adam brought Twister, which was physically challenging. But this year is Mother's turn.
I brought a card game. I think Dad'll love it. You have to follow all these absurd rules, and it starts off simple, but descends into madness.
Sounds interesting. We'll see what your father says. Huh?
I'm so looking forward to meeting Francis. Matt's told me so much about him.
Oh, he's looking forward to meeting you. Darling, we have a bit of a house rule where whenever we sit down for a meal together, no electronics. Francis is very strict on this point.
Don't worry, I completely agree. There is nothing worse than having your meal interrupted by an obnoxious ringtone, you know. It's it's just awful, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Sprouts are done. Potatoes, yes. Francis never liked his roast potatoes, so I make him a side of mash. Can someone bear to do the mashing for me? I know it's a boring job.
I'll do it.
Oh, Matthew, my martyr, thank you. Right, drinks. Yes, help yourself to beer. I've stopped.
Ooh, is it real ale, Mum?
Oh, of course.
That sounds lovely. Who'd like a nice real ale?
Yes, you would, wouldn't you?
Yes, please. I would like some real ale.
Oh, me too. You know, I haven't had a drink all day.
Sheena, darling, could you return some taste of red wine for me?
Oh, I can do that.
No, it has to be Sheena. See, it's a vantage, and I couldn't bear it if it had spoiled. I'll finish laying the table because, well, I know how it's supposed to be done, and you can taste red wine because, well, red wine's your poison, isn't it?
Apparently so.
Yes. Now, logs. We all know Dad loves a fire, so can we put you in charge of that? Good. Oh, decorations. Yes, the tree. I couldn't finish the top because, well, my back. And yes, so could you boys please find some time to finish that off? I couldn't bear it if your father saw it in the state it is. Adam, make a start. And what have I forgotten? Father's being delivered by the nurses at 12:30.
Oh, how is he, Mum?
Oh, heavens! Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no, the pudding. I forgot Christmas pudding.
Don't worry, Christmas pudding's horrible anyway.
No, I made one. I just forgot to put it on to boil. It's fine, we can microwave it. Right, troops. With under an hour and a lot to get through. Oh, and Adam, darling, tell Matthew your good news.
What news?
An article published.
Hey, that's fantastic.
In what? A newspaper?
No, just a law review.
That's really great. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Matthew's got some good news too.
Oh, yes.
We can talk about it later, Carrie. Later.
Matthew has just been offered partnership by his firm.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, no, is that true? Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, your father will be so thrilled. Gosh, that is going to be, partner, though, isn't it? Like, how old are you?
You don't know how old I am?
36.
Adam's only 42, and he's not yet.
Well, Adam started later than I did. Too busy playing for England in his 20s.
Congratulations. That's amazing. Adam, don't you want to congratulate your brother?
Hey, yeah, that's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you. And that's great news about your article. What's it about?
It's not important.
Of course it's important. Tell him what it's about.
Tell me.
Healthcare litigation financing and the management of risk.
Oh,
That's great.
Oh,
clever.
this is really
There was some
clever.
really good jokes in it, actually. What was the one about the something about a sports metaphor?
Every time the surgeons hit the lawyers for six, the judicial system moves the boundary.
Oh, isn't it good?
Very good, very nice.
Yes.
Sure, I get it.
Oh, he's referring to the fact that surgeons are always getting sued, but every time they win, the law changes so they continue to be sued.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny.
Cutting edge comedy, legal wordplay.
Oh, it's a really good piece of writing. You're a good writer.
I didn't spend much time on it.
He's right, he really didn't.
Well, I'm just so proud of both my boys. And so is your father, you know, we both are. We're just so lucky to have two equally brilliant boys. Matthew, you found some wonderful ways to put your acting talents to such good use, you know?
More money to be made when you're called to the bar than when you're treading the boards.
Dad
Well,
was always saying that.
Yes. Well, your dad was right, you know. He said you'd make a good lawyer, and look how well that's turned out for you, you know? And darling, it's all turned out for the best, isn't it? And regarding your comment, Adam, fame is a curse, if you ask me. You know, I look at all these sports star personality people, and I just feel sorry for them. You know, there's no privacy. Think of how it would have affected Emma. She'd be off to Australia and Sri Lanka.
Sounds so hideous.
Honestly.
Wouldn't be here having Christmas with her family. And family is not just an important thing.
It's everything.
Yes. Oh, your father taught you that?
How is he, Mum?
Oh, he's He's fine, darling. He's fine. He's healing really well. The doctor assures me that he stands every chance of making a full recovery. He just needs to stay positive, and that's what we're for.
Sure.
Of course.
And after everything he's done for us, it's just, we really owe it to him to try the hardest we can to make this the perfect Christmas day for him.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Checking what's next. Yes. What is next? Give me 1 second. Oh, oh God, this is quite varied, isn't it? What is it? Oh,
You'll want me to be tasting the wine?
oh yes. How is it? Is it okay? Oh, is it good?
It's delicious.
Oh, good. Oh, Dad would be so delighted. It is his favorite, and I couldn't bear if it had turned. Now, dear, what is next? Oh, oh, well. Oh,
Have I got my maths wrong?
hmm?
The
Sorry?
table. Have I got my
Table?
maths wrong? I probably have. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I mean, well, how many of us there are there? There's Matthew, Adam, Francis, the 3 of us, and Emma. So that's 7. And there's 6. Well, someone's forgotten a place, haven't they? Where's
No.
Emma's place?
We are 6. Emma
Oh.
won't be joining us this evening.
Oh,
Needs to stay in bed.
Emma won't be joining us. Oh.
I'm sorry, Edith, but she's just not well enough. We're under strict instructions from her doctor. He
Well, I'd
says
hardly-
the social situations overwhelm her.
Quiet lunch with the family isn't a busy social situation, though, is it?
Mum.
Actually, it's rather more serious than that. We think we finally have a diagnosis.
What? When was this?
They think they have chronic fatigue syndrome.
What does that mean?
It means she's fatigued chronically.
It means that she's persistently tired to the point of not being able to function properly.
How do they treat it?
Well, rest mainly and therapy.
Therapy?
Well, it's a medical condition with associated psychiatric symptoms.
What do you mean psychiatric symptoms?
Well, we've been talking to a therapist, a cognitive behavioural therapist. CBT is a good treatment style for treating anxiety, so...
Carry on, Shay.
No, I don't think now's the time.
Yes, it is. Mum, come and sit down. We need to talk about this as a family. It's important.
Coming up.
Mum. Explain from the beginning, Shay. We're all here for you. We're all listening. What is this cognitive...
Cognitive behavioural therapy.
Right.
Well, I'm no expert, but the gist of it is that anxious or depressed people tend to have very negative core beliefs about themselves. I'm useless, I'm worthless, I'm unlovable, that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And well, CBT helps you to change that thing. Well, at least manage it.
So Emma has negative core beliefs.
She believes she's inadequate.
No.
In what way?
In just about every way.
But she's wonderful.
I know, of course she is. But that's not how she sees herself. And it colours every interaction she has with everyone. If, say, she waves at someone across the street and they don't wave back, or someone snaps at her at school, or her father teases her.
Hey, come on, Jim's only joking.
Well, I think she should spend more time outdoors.
Well,
if you
I'm
ask.
trying. We're seeing if we can get her up to Shepherd's Lookout tomorrow for a walk.
She works too hard. It's her problem.
She does, because she's trying to compensate for feeling inadequate. According to her therapist, even when you have a low opinion of yourself, you're trying to get through life. So you create these rules for living just to get through the day.
So what's Emma's?
She thinks she must be perfect.
But nobody's perfect.
I am. I'm so sorry. I'm not. I'm so sorry. Please carry on.
Well, some rules are good, like be on time, respect your elders, eat your greens. I mean, without rules, there'd be anarchy, wouldn't there?
Yes, but a rule that might seem helpful to begin with can actually become toxic.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Emma started out trying to get better marks at school, get on the hockey team, do well at violin, She was thriving. We were all praising her. As far as she was concerned, her rule was working. But she couldn't stop. She just had to go to more and more extreme lengths.
Like what?
Staying up all night, trying to do the perfect art project, the perfect essay, having panic attacks about every test, trying to get onto every team, which isn't even possible.
Try and tell her to slow down, you know.
Of course we did. But she couldn't. If she let her grades slip even a little, she thought everyone would start blaming her. She thought the perfectionism was solving her problem rather than causing them. What she really needed to do was confront her core beliefs, to realise that people like her for who she is, not for what she achieves. But what she actually did was try harder and harder to reach these terms for living and, well, disguise her true self from everybody.
Really hard. Sorry to hear that.
Mum! What are you doing? Put that down, give that to me, and sit down, or you'll put your back out.
Yes. Well,
Go and talk to Sheena, okay?
I mean, well, I'd love to sit and talk all day, but we can't just sit here and do nothing because, well, someone's got to get ready for your father's arrival.
No, I know, but it's important to talk about Emma's illness.
Well, in my day, we never had such a thing, you know. If you just spent all day in bed, your parents wouldn't hear it. They called you lazy. I mean,
Mum?
when I was 14, I was raising my 3 sisters, and they were all younger than me. My father was nowhere to be seen. My mother was ill in bed. Do you think I didn't want to, just curl up on some sofa and have someone talk to me about my energy envelope? No! I had to get on with it. I didn't have a choice, did I? Now, whose bags are these?
Yes, don't lift them, I'll do it.
Listen, thanks for agreeing to stay the night. I know it wasn't the deal.
You're right. It wasn't the deal.
I know, but it means so much to Mum and gives us a chance. Look, do you know the first thing Emma said to me when she saw me this morning?
Adam, please.
She said, "I miss you, Daddy. When are you coming home?" Hello there, you and Gary looking forward to doing a little bit of Victorian era corridor creeping tonight?
Adam's volunteered to sleep on the floor in Emma's room tonight, so you won't be the only one sleeping alone.
Mum said to remind you to get the logs.
Trade your logs for potatoes.
Already done. Anyhow, I don't think it's wise to deviate from the plan.
Sure. Stick to the plan then, shall we?
Alone at last. Shay, look, I'm so sorry about Emma. It makes me feel desperate to think of her so unhappy, but it is good you have a diagnosis.
God, well, that didn't go so well with your mum.
Oh, she was just give her time. She'll just give her time. Why don't I get you a glass of wine? Come on. One small glass of wine isn't going to hurt anybody. And let's be honest, at Christmas it's a lot easier with a glass of wine inside you. You know I'm right.
Go on then. You should have one of my mince pies.
All right, but don't tell Carrie. She'd be mad at me if she knew I didn't have one of hers.
Well, don't tell Adam. I promise I wouldn't.
Scout's honour. It'll be our little secret. So look, I know Emma isn't the only thing upsetting you. Come on, spill the beans. What happened with you and Adam?
What do you mean?
When we last spoke on the phone, I've never heard you so upset.
Was I? Was I really?
Yes. And you didn't call me back. So I had no idea what was going on.
Look, do you want me to pour that?
I thought maybe you weren't even going to come today. I thought that was it. You packed your bags and walked out.
What? No. That was never going to happen. Look, I really shouldn't have told you in the first place. I was making a mountain of a molehill. Everything's back to normal now. In fact, it's like it never happened.
Really? Because just now I got the sense that there was something the matter.
Did you? No, nothing's the matter. This is really good, by the way.
Yes, I'm really worried.
Well, we're fine, okay? So you don't need to worry anymore, do you?
No, that's great. That's great news. I'm really happy for you. You guys are the best. I've always been rooting for you. I'd have been devastated if anything would have happened to you guys. I mean, I was running all these simulations and none of them were good. And no, this is excellent. And as it should be. This is exactly as it should be.
How's the mince pie? Any good?
Oh, this is
Really? Not too dry?
not at all.
Oh, good. Oh, you know, Matt, it's really good news about your promotion.
Ooh. Shay, I don't mean to pry, but how exactly did you guys sort it out?
Look, I really shouldn't have. Look, I got in enough trouble telling you in the first place, and
Hey, come on. I've known you as long as he has. Who gave me my first cigarette? Who made me smoke menthol cigarettes in the back garden when I was 11?
right?
Right. It was you. It's always been you. I mean, I know you, so stop being distant. It's weird not talking. Tell me.
Okay, fine. But you have to pretend you don't know.
I can do that. That won't be a problem for me.
Well, it was our anniversary a couple of weeks ago, so we decided to go to a hotel and, well, give up my mum, and he just didn't book anywhere. And it was the night before, and he hadn't booked a hotel, so we just stayed at home. And it's not just our anniversary. The past couple of years, he hasn't made an effort with anything. And I don't understand. Well, what I don't understand is, why didn't he just book a hotel? Like, is it A, because he just doesn't give a shit about me? Or is it B, because he's moronically incapable of making any decision? Or is it C, because he's having some kind of midlife crisis? Or, which is it? I don't know, because, well, if it's A.
And A is?
A, he doesn't give a shit about me.
Right.
Fine. If that's okay. We can part company and call it a day. But if he does give a shit, if it's B or C, why doesn't he bloody well tell me? That's what I want to know. Why can't he just tell me?
Shay, I don't know if I can be the one to...
Look, I'd never... No. I'd never. He's your brother. I just feel bad for him. Because he can't talk to you like I can. You're such an amazing listener.
I just try to be myself.
I've had no idea what it's like to be married to a man like that.
I talked to him for you.
You will? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Oh, hey, of course. I'm here for you, okay? I'm here for you. Anytime. Oh.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Have I just walked into a parallel universe? That's my man, Gina. I think you need to get your eyes checked.
Hey, Carrie.
We were just... Excuse me, I'm just going to go check on Emma.
What was that about?
What? What do you mean? Weren't you listening to a word she said before? Her daughter is really sick. Don't you think she might be a little bit upset? And then you tell her she needs her eyes checked. Nice one, Carrie.
I was only joking. I mean, I didn't expect to walk in here and see you locked in an intimate embrace with another woman.
What are you talking about? Are you suggesting that she and I are...
I wasn't, but now I am.
Carrie, don't be disgusting. She's like a big sister to me. That's how it's always been.
Oh my god, do you find her attractive?
What?
Be honest with me.
I don't know. What's the case anymore? This is such a ridiculous anxiety. I'm really trying to be patient, but at the end of the day, I can't keep mollycoddling you like this. Are you my partner or are you my child?
Oh God. I'm so sorry. You're probably right. I've been selfish. Please don't be mad at me. You know, from now on, I'm going to be completely here for you, for all of you.
Harry, you don't need.
Yeah, if there's one thing that your family needs right now is a maximum dose of the old Christmas cheer. And from now on, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it 100. Yeah, that's right. 200. 400. 500%. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm going to be Christmas Eve's helper. I'm going to be a helper. I'm going to be a helper.
I hear my name.
Edie, I need you, right? You know, if you want me to get mistletoe from the wilds of Siberia, I'm your gal. And if you want me to lasso a Canadian moose for your garden,
Careful, sweetie.
gal. No. If it needs polishing, dusting, sweeping, I'm your gal.
Darling, I ironed you one of Dad's shirts. Hugo. Could you get on and finish the tree with Adam, by the way? Oh yes. Harry, darling, I need some time. Could you go out to the herb garden and get me some? You know what time looks like, don't you?
Yes, yeah, it's great.
I'll come with you.
No, fine. Then just afterwards help Adam with the tree, okay?
Why don't I come with you instead, Edith?
No, go with Matthew. You haven't seen the garden before.
Edith, please let me help you.
Oh. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
And to cheer us up, we can sing carols while we do it.
Oh, well, that'll be so lovely.
We three kings of Orient are one in a taxi, one in a car, one on a scooter, smoking a hooter, smoking a big cigar. Oh, star of wonder.
Adam, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
You go.
Nope, you first.
Okay. I just wanted to say it was a good idea to stay the night. I shouldn't have resisted.
Oh, I should have asked you first. We'll leave just as soon as we've taken Emma up the hill.
Oh, she just told me she doesn't want to go.
What?
She's afraid she won't make it to the top and doesn't want to disappoint herself. I couldn't change her mind. She said her decision was final.
Well, we can try and take her for a walk when we get home.
So you're going home then?
Yes, of course I'm coming home. Missed you.
I've missed you too. You look good in a shirt, even an old man's shirt.
I'm glad it looks good because it smells like toilet duck.
Ooh, what did she use to clean it?
Knowing Mum, napalm.
So I'll make an appointment then. We'll get started straight away.
Start what?
Couples therapy.
What? No, Sheena, you know exactly how I feel about couples therapy. That's not going to change. I thought I made myself clear about that.
I think there's been a misunderstanding. You're going straight back to the travel lodge unless you agree to therapy. I made myself clear about that.
Can we talk about this when we get home?
Please? No. We can talk about this now, and then you can go home.
Can't talk about this now. We're in the middle of Christmas.
Fine. In that case, you better do your shop washing overnight because you're going straight back to the hotel tomorrow. Do you know, I really thought this time it might be different. But here you go again, making the same excuses.
This time is different. Okay, I've given a lot of thought to what you said.
Did you read the information pack?
What information pack?
The information pack the therapist gave us. The information pack, which I photocopied and put on the top of your suitcase, which I packed for you. Did you read it?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
And?
I made a lot of things. Much clearer.
What things did it make clearer?
You know, just the mechanism of the whole. Look, I read the first couple of pages, okay?
Oh, you read the first couple pages.
And that was enough. Look, with all due respect, it was the biggest load of pseudo-psychological nonsense I've ever heard in my entire life. Robbie's mother never told him she loved him, so now he's addicted to sex.
No, don't you dare mock me!
I'm not mocking you, I'm mocking the pamphlet. You're willfully misunderstanding me, as usual.
It's implied. It's always implied. This is how we're helping our daughter. Adam, are you saying you don't want our daughter getting help?
Of course. I take our marriage seriously. That's why I've got no interest in letting a complete stranger tell us what to do with it and charge me £100 an hour for the privilege.
It's not £100 an hour. It's not £100 an hour. It's not £100 an hour. It's £80 an hour, which I consider pretty good value if it's going to save our marriage.
Therapy isn't going to magically fix everything, okay? People have therapy all the time and it doesn't change anything.
Well, it's a start. It's a start. It's a start.
Just keep your voice down, okay?
No, you need to listen to me.
I'm listening.
No, you need to listen to me and hear me.
I heard you. You want us to change, and we can change.
No, we can't, because we say we're going to change, and then it changes for 2 weeks, and then it goes back to normal, or worse. You threw your opportunity at partnership. All you had to do was wear an iron shirt and take the right people to dinner, but you didn't. You didn't do that.
I told you, I am not a hack.
Yes, I know you didn't want to be a hack, but I don't think it's about that, because it's not just a job, it's our anniversary. It's the treehouse and the box that's still in the garage. It's the 5K run that you signed up for, but never trained for. It's the book on sexual intimacy that you clearly haven't managed to read. It's everything you say you'll do, but never do. Maybe that's your rule. You never see anything through.
Look, honey, I know you so badly want me to fit into your little...
Call me honey.
Okay, Dr. Psychobabble. We're not cardboard cutouts. We're human beings, okay? We're not just that predictable.
Unless you made the effort to find out.
I'm sorry, I'm not the perfect spinach juicing, yogurt knitting yoga bunny like you, but I don't believe everything I see on daytime television, okay, Captain?
Or medical journals, in medical journals. Where are you going?
You clearly want to be the only person involved in this conversation, so I'm going to luxuriate with a cigarette in the car and you can fill in the gaps.
Have another cigarette and add cutting back to the things you'll never do.
That's rich coming from the old souse. How many glasses is that? What happened to pacing yourself?
I am pacing myself. I've had one drink. I think it's safe to say 1 glass of wine is going to be all right when the meal's going to be pretty substantive.
Substantial. Cool.
Look, you begged me to come here and I'm here. You want me to pretend we have a functioning marriage? I'm pretending. But while I do that, I think it's fair enough to have 1 bloody glass of wine.
Oh, look at you two. Still canoodling in the kitchen like you did when you were teenagers. Now that takes me back. Oh, sorry. Now, where is that brother of yours? Is he still out in the Oh, Matthew. Oh, there you are.
How long have you been standing there?
Not long. I just got here. There was a frost. It was hard to cut.
Well, I think we should be all be getting on with our jobs, don't we? Now, where are we? Adam's done the fire, Sheena's done the wine tasting, and helped herself to a glass. Isn't that nice? Yes, Carrie's hoovering the stairs.
You're right with her, Mum.
Well,
helping, I know she can be a lot.
Yes, well, she's certainly enthusiastic. I can see why she's a performer.
What do you mean?
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Sorry, I get rather overexcited at Christmas. It's my favourite holiday.
Mine too, Barbie.
Barbie?
What's not to love about an appropriated pagan festival?
Adam.
Celebrating the fake birthday of a Middle Eastern Jewish radical with assorted sausages wrapped in bacon is an entirely appropriate way of celebrating Christmas, isn't it?
Now, Adam, if you have nothing nice to say, then please say nothing at all, okay? Now, you haven't done your maid presents this year, but your father has written you each a very generous check. Please do not forget to thank him. He has been more than generous. And can you boys please just make a start on the tree? Carrie, darling, could you give the upstairs loo a once over? I'll do the downstairs.
Sure thing. Just call me Mr. Muscle, Mrs. Muscle, wait, no, unmarried, Ms. Muscle.
All right, come on then. Let's get this over with. Hello. I remember you two. I believe you made this one?
No, that one's yours. I remember the ears.
Those are wings!
Dad's annual competition. Who gets their angel on top of the tree?
That wins! Divide and rule. Classic military tactics.
It's more of a governance
Stop, Matthew.
tactic. Dad was waited as a judge. He should have been in the army.
Why do you think I call him the general? There can only be one winner because that, my boys, is how real life works. So you'd better get used to it.
So, how was things with you and Sheena?
Yeah, everything's great.
Really? Because I got a sense there was trouble in paradise.
You've just got the sixth sense, haven't you?
No. I just mean that I'm picking up some strange vibes, that's all.
Are you picking up strange vibes? Or are you picking up the telephone?
What?
Why'd you call Sheena when I'm not around?
I don't call Sheena when you're not around.
Why do you need to call her at all?
Because she's my friend.
Oh, so you're just two mates talking on the phone twice a week for 2 hours at a time. What are you trying to pull, Judy Garland?
I'm not trying to pull anything. I'm just trying to support Sheena.
Support her?
Yes.
Are you trying to support Sheena or seduce her?
What the hell does that mean? Matthew?
What's 75362? Edith speaking. Hello.
Matthew?
Darling. Oh,
Matthew?
what? Well, it's just unexpected. No, it's fine. It's fine. Sure, of course. Absolutely fine. Yes. Well, great. Lovely. Well, bye-bye then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You panic, but it's your father. He's arriving early. They're just turning off the main road now.
What?
It's fine. Quickly. Everyone stop what they're doing and help clearing up straight away. Adam, darling, can you get the champagne out the fridge? And Carrie, can you lay out the glasses? They're just in the cabinet. Thank you.
Actually, Matthew, can I just have a quick word upstairs?
No, Carrie, darling, I'm sorry. There just simply isn't time. Please, just do as I asked. There you are, darling. Francis is 2 minutes away.
What?
Well, it's fine. You can handle it. You just need to help Carrie with the glasses straight away, okay?
Sure, I just need Matthew's help upstairs.
No, there just simply isn't time.
Actually, Matt's just having a word with me.
Step
So-
aside for a minute.
No, absolutely not. Nobody is going anywhere. I am not having your father arrive to an empty room. That is absolutely out of the question. We are going to stay in here and we are going to welcome him as a family. We are going to have some bubbly and we are going to catch him up calmly on our news. We will sit down and we will play a game like we do every now, and then we will sit down at the dinner table and have our family Christmas meal. And we are going to pay him our respect and give him our time and our attention and everything that he deserves.
Is that the door?
Ding dong.
I'll get it.
I'll go. Now, you know the deal. You know the deal. His roof, his rules. No muddy shoes in the kitchen, no electronics at the table, no smoking, no swearing, certainly no talking with your mouth, for the following topics of conversation are completely out of order. Illness, dietary requirements, therapy, politics, religion, divorce, death, sex, and global warming.
Then what are we going to talk about?
I'm sure you'll think of something, Adam. And if you can't, my darlings, then just simply follow the one golden rule. If you can't think of anything nice to say, then say nothing at all. Oh, here we are. Oh,
Hi, Dad.
Happy Christmas, Dad.
here we are. You've arrived.
Happy Christmas, Francis.
Christmas.
Let me get through the door. Wait a minute. There we go. Over there. Over there. Give me some space. Give me some space. Give me some space. Wonderful. There we go. Here we are, boys. Come and say hello to your father.
Hi, Dad. It's great to see you. How are you feeling?
Hi, Dad. How are you?
Sorry, Mum, I can't understand a word he's saying.
Well, isn't it obvious, darling? He's saying Happy Christmas, of course.
Hello again. I hope you enjoyed Act 1. Now is your chance to have a quick break, grab a snack, have a breather. In about 5 minutes' time, we'll have a musical performance from Jasper Price. But in the meantime, I'd like to remind you that tonight's charity is Many Minds. If you have any spare money at all, it'd be really appreciated. Any amount would be fantastic. The link is in the live chat and in the description for the stream. I also want to give another quick reminder that we have our tonight's programme is in the description for the stream as well. So have a little look at that, see all the cast, crew, everything to do with Rules for Living, and we will see you in about 15 minutes time. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm Jasper. I'm going to be playing a couple of original songs for you this evening. I'm going to start off with a little number called 345. Tonight I'm going home on that long and dark straight road, and sitting on that coach for hours alone with my thoughts turns me into a philosopher of sorts. Paid a $5 for this trip, and of course I'm expecting shit. The toilet's out of order, it feels a little colder than the outside did. But tonight I'm thinking about you as I hurtle away. And it's the thought of you that will see me through as I look out onto the view of the quiet motorway. And it's my fault, I'm leaving, I miss my family. And this place doesn't feel like home. I'll keep myself to myself, put some headphones on, rock out to Tom's YouTube channel all night long. And as I look into the darkness, a thought occurs to me. I want to stay with you tonight, but I've got promises to keep. No chance of sleep on that 345. National Express on that 345. Bristol to London. Finally, I hear next stop, Victoria. And of course London is a gem, but you're not there, you're with them. And that fills me with fear. I miss one weekend and you're gone into the arms of another man. And I'm finding out where I belong, so I wrote this song for you. And if I could hijack this coach, I would for sure take control of the wheel. A U-turn on the M4. I'd buy a souvenir from Swindon, some chips from Chippenham, so that I could give you something when the 3 hours is done. 'Cause the story's unfolding, story of my love. I want to find out how it ends, so I'll pay another $5 and maybe tip the driver. Cheers, drive. Go and see my friends, and we race across the country to find a life to lead. It's gonna be a good one for sure, and the promises I'll break, and the risks I will take on that 345. National Express on that 345. But tonight I'm heading west on that 345. I'm going home on that 345. London to Bristol. Thank you. We were nearly there. I knew I couldn't stare at the blonde woman sitting just across from me. So I looked at my paper, thinking to myself, I wonder if she's trying not to look at me. Started getting worried that she would maybe think that I didn't like her, not at all, so maybe I could ask her for a drink. So I looked out the window, thinking to myself, I could see her reflection, and that's when I determined that she didn't know and didn't care for me. Finally decided my love was somewhere else, and so I went to the next carriage, tried to sell myself. I wandered down the aisle, thinking I had style, because I've been complimented for my walk and gait. I wondered to myself, perhaps I should use stealth and just sneak up on people I wanted to date. Thankfully I remembered this was probably illegal, but in this crime-centric world, I didn't have a girl. And when I finally saw my love, it wasn't what it seemed. It was everything I wanted, the bagging of my dreams. I knew from that day on, if I ever felt alone, I could rely on a packet of Rebels to help me get home. Choo-choo, I started with the words, so had the coffee first, and then I played the game because I liked all the rest. But I got too distracted, and as the track went on, I didn't get off at my stop. The ride was getting long. Orange toffee, raisin coffee, minstrel and Malteser. I took them to the girl in the hopes that they would please her. She smiled. I asked her which one she liked the best. She said she only liked the coffee, hated all the rest. What? Thank you. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your interval and the second act. Oh, and just to say, if you wanted to follow me on social media, you know, Hi. Hello. You right? What? No. I didn't have it. What? It wasn't me. It wasn't. But I'm just gonna. Right. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh, I see. This. Well, thanks again for listening. And as I say, if you did want to follow me on Spotify or social, just, yeah. Thank you.
Darlings, oh, isn't it obvious? He's saying Happy Christmas, of course.
Happy Christmas.
Sheena. Yes, Sheena's here. I told you she'd be here.
Hello, Francis. Happy Christmas.
Now, Francis, you remember me telling you about Carrie, don't you, Matthew's girlfriend?
Don't get up! Don't get up! Hello, Francis. It's lovely to meet you.
Sorry, I can't hear what you're...
Oh, champagne! Yes, of course. Adam, my darling, would you do the honours?
Mum, what's happened? Mum, he can hardly move his... What is the matter with his leg?
Oh, look at us all standing round. Matthew, Adam, sit down with your dad. Tell him how you are. Oh, go on, Adam. Tell your father.
I'm good, Dad. Things are looking good at the firm. What's that? Is that ball? Is that supposed to be cricket? Mum, I don't... What's
that, Francis? Oh, yes. Line and length.
Line and length. Yeah, line and length. Remember you telling me Dad was always full of advice about the cricket? Dad wanted me to bowl like Glenn McGrath.
Who's Glenn McGrath?
The most economical bowler of all time because of the accuracy and consistency of his line and length. His aim. Isn't that right, General, sir? Didn't work out so well for me though, did it?
Francis, Matthew has some wonderful news. Go on, Matthew, tell Dad your big news. Matthew!
I've been offered partnership by the...
Oh, isn't that fantastic? Oh, astonishing.
What's that, Dad? Dad, I can't...
Major General.
Major General?
Oh, he was wonderful in the Pirates of Penzance, wasn't he? Oh, do a bit for your dad. Go on.
No, I don't sing anymore. I gave that up a long time ago. I'm a solicitor now, Dad.
Matt, why don't you sing for Dad?
I'll sing it later.
Oh, go on. Sing a bit for Dad.
Go on, Michael Ball. Don't deny us. Give us a song.
Okay. Right, here we go. I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with math as mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news with many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
Stop! Keep going!
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculus. In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
It was good today as it was then, Bob Stratton.
A bit like your bowling, mate.
Oh, who'd like a mince pie?
Perhaps you need to do your vocal warm-up, Pavarotti.
We've got two sorts, one from Sheena and the other made by Carrie.
I've got a tiny little,
Adam, maybe you need to practice your line and length. Why don't we watch you? We could set up some chairs, put up a scoreboard.
Speaking of scoreboards, why don't we play a game?
Try one of Carrie's.
When I'm a famous movie star, I'm going to buy my mummy a house and my daddy a house, but not a house for my stinky brother. No house for you.
Try one of Sheena's.
When I'm captain of the England football team, I'm going to have 6 girlfriends and a Ferrari.
Carrie, how do you get such a crunch?
When I leave school, I'm going to go to RADA, because that's where the best, most famous actors go.
Sheena, these are just, well, you don't need the sugar in them, do you?
But I'm a sports star. I'm going to be even more famous than my daddy.
Oh, I do hope I don't let my daddy talk me out of it and end up going to law school instead of drama school.
I do hope I don't lose my nerve in front of thousands of people and fail ever again to get it back.
Because acting's just a hobby, isn't that right, General, sir? General, sir. Definitely not a viable career option, no, sir.
What's happening? Oh my God, every time I bowl the ball, I just keep punching myself in the face.
What is that?
Oh, it's just Solpadeine.
Pretty sure you ain't supposed to drink it like it's orange squash.
Oh, go and set up your game, please, Matthew. Don't fuss.
No, Mum, that's enough. You've had 2 already. Put it down.
Why? Do you always have to fuss around me? Oh, I'm so sorry, Francis. Matthew was distracting me. Oh, dear, you'll need a new shirt. Oh, Adam and Sheena, help me, please. Oh, Matthew, go and set up your game, please. It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Careful!
Back in a jiffy.
Oh my God. It's bad, isn't it? He's in a really bad way. No, Mum said he was getting better, that he was recovering. Oh, she must be in denial. Oh my God. What if he doesn't get better? What if he's always... Carrie, honey, I think I'm in shock. Can I have a hug?
Yeah. Matthew, what was Adam talking about just now before Francis arrived?
What?
Why did he accuse you of trying to seduce Sheena? I really want to be there for you, and I am, but I need to know. And before you answer, stop telling me what you think I want to hear and try telling the truth.
All right. You want the truth. Here is the truth. Sheena and Adam are having serious marriage problems. And the moment I asked him about it, he just started attacking me. He's become incredibly defensive. Ever since the cricket, it's really messed with his head. But he's in total denial about it. He just wants to pretend everything's fine.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of that going around.
What are you talking about?
Is there something going on between you and Sheena?
No, of course not.
Do you want there to be something going on with you and Sheena?
No, of course I don't. I've never even contemplated it. Why would I when I'm so in love with you? You're my perfect woman. I still feel the same way about you as I did when we first met. Don't you feel the same?
I just feel like you're pulling away from me. And
No, not at all. I wake up every morning thanking my lucky stars you're mine. Don't you do the same?
Well, then what are we doing? We've been together nearly a year and we haven't even talked about going on holiday together yet. In fact, you didn't even ask me to come here for Christmas. I had to ask myself. And I get here and you're being accused of seducing Sheena. I mean, what am I supposed to think? I really want to believe you, but there's just this nagging voice that's telling me you're just stringing me along. And
No, Carrie, you're being completely unreasonable.
Well, you're either stringing me along or you're not. And actions speak louder than words.
I'm not. In fact,
Yes.
I was going to...
What?
Propose.
What, when?
Today.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Have you got a ring?
Yes.
Where is it?
Upstairs. That's why I was hugging Sheena. I was asking her advice on the best time to propose.
I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry I accused you of all those terrible things. Oh, I love you too. You're my perfect man.
Thank you. Oh my God! We're getting married! Neither can I!
I can't wait to tell your family.
Wait, no, slow down, honey. The thing is, the situation with my dad is a lot worse than I thought. Can we wait until he's well enough to understand?
Of course. Can we at least tell your mum, though?
No, definitely not.
Why not? You think she won't be pleased?
I didn't say that.
She doesn't like me. I knew it. She's never liked me. I'm never gonna fit in.
Harry, the thing is, Mum has a lot on her plate right now, and besides, she wouldn't be able to keep it a secret from Dad. And we need to tread carefully given the state that he's in.
So all the more reason to tell him now, before it's too late. You never know what's going to...
What?
Oh.
Dad's barely through the door, and you're already thinking that he's going to die. How could you say such a thing to me?
I'm sorry. I didn't. Of course we can keep it a secret. The only important people here are you and me. I'm Beyonce, so to paraphrase her words, you like it so you're gonna put a ring on it? Yes, you like it so you're gonna put a ring on it. Yes, you like it so you're gonna put a ring on it. Don't matter what you say, it has a name on it. If you like to say you're gonna put a ring on it.
Harry! This is what I'm talking about. Mum and Dad are very careful now. I need you to dial back. Like all the way. Or are you physically incapable of doing that?
Hello, have you met me? I'm physically capable of anything. I can blend in. I can totes blend in. I mean, look at me. What am I? No, what am I? I'm a lump. Is that a cheese biscuit selection or is that curry? Oh, nobody knows because she's so inconspicuous. I'm just like blending in, fading in part of the furniture. I'm fading into the background.
Carrie, listen to me.
I am listening to you. I'm all ears, like a mouse with massive ears, and you can't be such a cross with such a teeny weeny, tiny weeny, well-behaved, very quiet little mouse who loves you. There it is. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. Ooh, sorry, consider me on mute. Probably won't even be able to tell I'm here. Oh, no.
Haven't you set up the card table? What have you been doing? We'll get to move on.
Mum, I think this game might be a bit complicated for Dad.
Well, you and Dad play on the same team then. Now, who has the rules? Come on, Adam, come here and find the instructions.
Here they are.
We'll read them out then.
Somebody else do it.
How about I just tell you as I've played before?
Yes, all right then, tell us.
Right, so everybody gets 3 cards. See that? There you are, 3 cards. On the cards are numbers of different colours. The aim of the game is very simply to get rid of all of your cards, but you can only put down a card that has the same number or the same colour as the previous card. That's it. You just play the same number or the same colour, and if you can't go, you pick up.
Oh, that does sound simple. No wonder it's for children.
Well, here's where it gets a bit more complicated.
Ooh, how much more complicated.
We also each get given a card that has a secret rule written on it. We have to obey that rule and enforce that rule on everyone else. So, for example, you might have to say a special phrase whenever you play a blue card, or you may have to wave your hands in the air when it's your turn. You know, something like that. Something silly. The idea is to watch everyone else and try and guess what rules they're playing by, and follow them too, because if you catch someone not following your rule, you get a penalty point. And if that wasn't enough...
There's more?
As well as individual rules, there's also a common rule shared by everyone. So, players cannot say the word card. If you catch someone saying the word card, you must enforce the rule by saying forbidden word and award a penalty point.
What does that mean?
Maybe we should play a round of open cards. I think that's
Forbidden word!
No, we don't need to do a practice round. This game is for 6-year-olds. How hard can it be?
I have a different rule on my card.
Mum, everybody has a different rule on their card.
Well, then how am I supposed to know what other people's rules are?
You don't.
It's an observation game.
You have to watch everyone else and guess what their card is. Anyway, we haven't even started yet. We only start when the chairman announces, "Let the bedlam begin!"
Let the bedlam begin. No?
You're not the chairman. I think that Matthew should be the chairman because it's his game.
Well, the thing I know about myself is that I learn by doing. So can we just do it? Because I'm not holding any of this in my brain.
I agree. I think we should just do it.
We're waiting on you, Matty.
Got the bedlam yet?
Hasn't begun the bedlam.
I'm so up for this. And I can't wait.
Let's start.
Let the bedlam begin. Players must announce they are taking a drink before doing so. To enforce the rule, say liquid infraction.
Players must not ask questions. To enforce the rules, say curiosity penalty.
A player must compliment another player before drawing a card. To enforce the rules, say a failure to brown nose.
Players must sing 5 gold rings before playing a 5. To enforce the rules, say lack of expression.
Players must only speak in the third person. To enforce, say, you ain't speaking in the third person, mate.
To start, Dad and I are going to play this. A red 6.
A 6. Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
It's not. Mum, it's your turn.
I'm completely lost.
No, you're not, Mum. You're fine. Do you have a red or a 6?
I have a blue 6.
And play it.
Play it.
Put it on top here, Mum. Oh, cool. Carrie?
I can't go, so I have to pick up, right?
Right.
Matthew, you're amazing and I love you.
Was that a rule?
I'm not allowed to say it.
She said that to Matthew and then she picked up.
I think it's your turn.
I can't go.
Then you have to pick up.
No, does she have to say that to Matthew as well?
Matthew, you're amazing and I love you.
Well, is that the rule then? We all have to tell Matthew we love him. What an odd thing to do.
Well, the rule is you must compliment another player.
Adam says you're not speaking in the third person. All of you pick up.
What?
What? Do we have to speak in the third person?
Matthew thinks that, yes, we have to speak in the third person.
Did you just make that up?
Adam says you're not speaking in the third person.
No, did you just make that up?
Gina, was that a liquid infraction?
You know, have all these arbitrary rules. Why can't we just put down the cards?
All games have arbitrary rules. That's literally what a game is.
Well, then what's the point?
The point is to have fun, Mum.
That's right, Billy the Bedwetter. Isn't everyone having fun?
It's confusing, isn't it? I have no idea what's going on.
Right, I figured out something about this game, chaps. I think it might be impossible to win.
That's loser talk if I've ever heard it.
Exactly. Thank you, loser.
Adam says you're not speaking in the third person.
I was wondering, is that a 6 or a 9?
Harry asked a question. Curiosity penalty.
Adam says you're not speaking in the third person.
Cheating, take it back.
Why is that cheating?
Curiosity penalty.
Why is that cheating?
Curiosity penalty.
What's a curiosity penalty?
You know perfectly well.
Play the game.
Should I do that, Matty? Should I play the game properly? Perhaps I should phone a friend.
Come on.
Perhaps I should phone an extra special friend for a good long chat. What do you think?
Curiosity penalty. That was a curiosity penalty.
Another one, Barbie? Really? How about this? What about that?
No, stop it. Just stop it.
Why? Why should I stop it, Clogs? Am I doing something wrong?
We think Adam's trying to undermine the game. We think he's not taking this seriously, just like he doesn't take anything seriously.
Adam says that Sheena's speaking in the first person plural, not the third person Sheena needs to figure that one out. Now, while Sheena finds a copy of Grammar for Dummies, Adam is going...
Actually, I was speaking in the third person.
Oh, first person singular, getting closer.
You know that was a liquid infraction.
No, I'm not accepting these penalty points.
Liquid infraction.
Still first person singular.
Because you're not playing properly. You're deliberately sabotaging yourself like you always do. Why don't you just try like everybody else? You don't need to win. Nobody's asking you to be a winner. You just need to give it a go. But you can't do that, can you? Because your mum's right. Why are you so terrified of losing?
Curiosity penalty.
Because you take it as evidence.
Curiosity penalty.
I'm speaking. It's because you take it as evidence of what you deep down believe about yourself, which is that you're already a loser. Thank you. End of argument.
Look, maybe we should get rid of this third person rule. It's a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Adam, how about you have a new rule? Players must announce "Have a nice day" when awarding a penalty point.
Oh, that's nice.
How about it? To enforce the rule, say "lack of good wishes."
Oh, Adam, darling, what are you doing?
Adam, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. It's just so frustrating watching you do this to yourself. You're your own worst enemy. And what the hell are you trying to say?
Oh, because Pretty Polly doesn't care who she hurts as long as she's right. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right.
Oh, Adam, darling, there is no need to be sarcastic.
That wasn't sarcasm, that's self-defense. The being queen over there can't even stop attacking me.
Well, she's not attacking you, darling. Nobody's attacking you. Now let's just carry on with the game.
That's just not true. That's just not fair.
Knowing your parents, friend Rose, I think you felt growing up that you had to have an opinion or they wouldn't approve of you.
No, come on, darlings, let's just carry on with the game. Now, whose turn is it now?
Because the only way to be heard in your University Challenge house was to be louder and more obnoxious than everyone else.
I think it's Sheena's turn.
Oh, Sheena, darling, the Christmas cognac is for after lunch.
You always had to have the right answer. Otherwise, you're afraid people will think what you think, that you're stupid, because that's what you think about yourself.
Stupid?
I didn't say you were clogs. I said I think you're stupid.
Hey, guys, why don't we just say this was my fault? I should have known better than to bring a card game no one had played before. Let's just say I'm to blame.
There you go. It's Matthew's fault. Thank you, Matthew. Apology accepted.
No, Matthew. It's not your fault. It's a brilliant game. And if it wasn't for Adam, we'd all be having a really good time.
Oh, do you want to say that again, Brian Blessed? I don't think they heard you in France.
Why don't we try this new rule? All for one and one for all. I think that's really Christmassy.
No, I don't think we can play again, Edith. I don't think me and Adam can play together. Actually, wait, no, I've got a new rule for Adam. Adam must announce, "I'm a scaredy cat," before being sarcastic. To enforce the rule, say, "Get over yourself."
Oh, pipe down, you insufferable bore.
No need to be mean.
All right, enough. I think we should try a new game. What about charades?
No, Edith, there's no point. There's no point in trying again. I don't think Adam and I can play together anymore. In fact, unless he's prepared to change, we might as well call the whole thing off right now.
Well, that's a bit drastic. I think the charades is a bit less sort of...
No, all right, actually. I'm going to give you one last chance. One more game, but then you really have to try. Really make an effort to do your best. Put yourself out there. See what happens. I mean it. I'm not bluffing. This is all or nothing.
Oh, the ultimate decision maker from Jeremy Paxman.
Not in that ridiculous voice. If you're going to change, you have to drop the silly voices and speak properly. So what do you say? Are you in or out?
Is there an option to shake it all about?
Oh, Adam, darling, just don't be silly.
That's fine. Adam's made his decision. This is his doing.
How is this my fault? George Best, let's see you put down the glass of wine and then we can talk again about trying once more.
No, fine. I'm not blaming you. I am not blaming you. I'm not blaming you.
Good. Thank you.
No, thank you. Finally, we know where we stand. Sometimes you just have to accept when you're beaten. So that's it then. Game over. End of argument.
Oh, perfect timing. Lunch is ready. Now we don't stand on ceremony and yourselves.
Who's going to carve?
Oh yes. Well, seeing as Francis isn't quite able to this year. Oh, I know, darling, but it might be a bit difficult. We could ask one of the boys, or
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm the oldest.
why doesn't Adam do it, seeing as he's the man of his house?
Actually, I'll do it.
Well, traditionally, it should be one of the boys. Francis taught them both.
Tradition is wrong. I don't see why the man of the house should be the one to carve. I mean, whenever did he actually cook the whole thing in the first place?
Sheena, be careful.
For hours over a hot stove just so a man can lord it over his family in a flagrant peacock display of knife wielding. No, thank you. I do not think so.
Oh, well, you don't need to kill it. You just need to carve it.
No, because single mothers do very well, actually. They make you think you can't wire a plug, but you can. It's a halogen light. Anything else?
Sheena, don't swear.
End of.
So, everybody, help yourselves. Now, Francis, what can I get you? A bit of everything. Is everybody helping themselves to gravy? Oh, Adam, have more potatoes than that.
Them, is that Emma's plate over there?
Yep, I'm taking her up some lunch.
Adam, we agreed she's having less carbohydrates than that.
Fewer carbohydrates. And you agreed that with no one but yourself.
No, we're not having this argument. My daughter's sticking to her diet.
Oh,
I'll take my daughter up her Christmas dinner, and you can take her 2 chestnuts and a Brussels sprout, and we'll see which one of us she prefers.
Sheena's researched this. She knows her stuff. And if it works and you don't try it, you've only got yourself to blame.
Oh, thanks, Pamela Stevenson. Your cancelling services are really appreciated.
Actually, they are really appreciated. Matthew is a real comfort.
Isn't he? In fact, I'm so lucky to have him. We have an announcement to make. We have some big news, don't we, baby?
We can tell them later.
Let's tell them now.
Oh, tell us, Mr. Kipling, what's the big announcement?
He doesn't have to tell us anything if he doesn't want to.
Matthew, have you moved my lozenges?
Everybody, Matthew and I are getting...
A dog! We're getting a dog!
What?
Wow, that is important and significant news, Cookie Monster. Seriously, how hungry are you?
Change the subject. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
I'm trying to make an announcement.
I'm just telling them the good news.
I'm not going to stop doing anything, Clogs, until you stop interrupting me. Because if you don't stop interrupting
I'm
me...
going to stop interrupting you until you stop speaking in that ridiculous voice. You're not a cartoon!
Matthew, they were in this drawer.
Why are you so afraid to tell them that?
And we're going to go round forever, aren't we, Clogs?
Stop calling me Clogs! I hate it when you call me Clogs!
Because you're so clever, Clogs.
Edith.
How dare you? All of you! How could you be so selfish? You're behaving like little children.
Don't look at me, matron, because she's the one.
You can't even sit at the table for 5 minutes without scoring points off each other. What's the matter with you?
Points, Edith.
I have been cooking for a week so that you can have devils on horseback as well as pigs in blankets, and so that your father can have mashed potatoes as well as roast potatoes, and so that Emma can have coins as well as charms and the Christmas pudding. And now she won't even see them because she's not even coming downstairs to say
she's just not joining us for lunch.
Mum, we're not taking any of this for granted.
Come on, Mummy, don't be like that.
I am not finished. One lunch. That is all I asked of you. One lunch to honour your father. This wonderful, generous man who has worked tirelessly all his life to give you the best of everything. The school fees, The university fees, the interviews, the jobs, oh, and not to mention the deposits on your houses. And now Emma, who pays her school fees? Well, the last time I checked, it wasn't any of you. And you can't even sit to one meal for him. You should be ashamed. What's the matter?
Nothing. It was probably nothing. I'm fine. Please don't worry. I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologise.
The general should be apologising. He's the worst of them all.
Oh, everybody, calm down. I'm sure Francis didn't mean any harm, isn't that right?
Mum, you ain't glossing over this. Dad just groped Carrie.
Please, there's no need to let the food go cold, is there? Matthew.
You saw that, right?
Matthew, darling.
Dad's very confused. I'm sure he didn't know what he was doing.
Thank you, darling. You're such a support.
Thank you, Mum.
You're determined to cover this up for him. This is what he does. This is what he's always done.
Don't. Now you're making a scene.
Oh, you know full well that your father is not in his right mind. And it's hardly your father's fault when she puts them on display like that.
Well, I was gonna come wearing a pair of curtains, but then I didn't want to wear the same thing as you, Edith.
Well, looks like your luck is in your honour. I thought Mum only puts up with your antics when you kept them out of sight. But she seems fine with them out in the open too.
Always been jealous of your father. Oh, we were all afraid to say it, but it's true. It's not Francis's fault that he was a brilliant lawyer and you're just a...
You think I envy Skeletor's legal career? I wanted to play cricket.
Well, it's certainly not your father's fault that you couldn't play cricket.
I could play cricket, Mum. I was playing cricket. Beautiful cricket. But that wasn't good enough for Darth Vader. Length. I tried to be Glenn McGrath for you and that ended up nobody.
He was only trying to help you. He only ever had your best interest at mind.
When was Dad interested in anyone but himself? It has always been about him. He manipulated all of us into being whoever he wanted us to be. He knew Judy wanted to be an actor, but he wouldn't let him.
Come on, Adam. Dad got me my first singing teacher.
And then he shagged your first singing teacher 6 weeks to Sunday. Didn't you, Casanova? Even now, from his bloody wheelchair, still manipulating the whole bloody lots of us.
You need to take a time out, okay? You're upsetting everybody.
You're going to sweep in and Blaise the Peacekeeper, the hero.
Someone needs to keep the peace. And it's obviously not going to be you.
Well, if you're such a peacekeeper, why are you trying to fuck my wife?
Oh my God, that better be a joke.
Not good. Not good.
Why would you say something like that? That's preposterous.
Oh, did I not tell you? He phones my wife every day for hours at a time when he knows I'm out of the house.
That doesn't sound like Matthew. He's not a phone person. He doesn't even like phone sex, let alone phone chats.
I can show you the phone bill, Bobby. 2 hours, 3 hours at a time.
That's not how it sounds. Matthew just gives me advice.
Oh, I'm sure that's what he wants you to think. Matthew's the shoulder to cry on. Matthew's a port in a storm. Enough with the foreplay, mate. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Put the turkey leg down.
No.
Step away from the table.
I don't know what you're saying. It's so unfair.
I said stop stuffing your face, you little liar.
No, Adam, just stop it.
For once in your miserable life, stand up and tell the truth.
I don't want her.
Thank you.
I love her. I'm in love with her. From the first day that she walked into our front lawn to right now, this second, I've been completely crazy about her my whole life. You've just been this perfect angel, making everything else bearable.
No matter how fucking awful things got at home, no matter how shit my life gets, but when it's just misery and it's darkness and it's nothing, you're the one thing, the only thing that keeps me going. I loved you before he did. I love you now that he stopped. I love you, Sheena. I love you.
I knew it. Merci, I knew it. Thank you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
See, didn't I tell you? Did I not just tell you?
He doesn't love me.
You just proposed to me. Now that's a fucking joke.
Oh my God.
Ha ha.
Balls for champagne.
No, Adam, stop. Now you're making it worse.
An offers out to both recruits on the same day. When it's hardly surprising. Mazel tov.
You.
What was that? Was that another marriage proposal?
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, boys, be careful.
Fucking hell, he's got the aim of bloody Glenn McGrath.
I'm gonna Christmas crack your head against the wall, you jackass!
Oh, you can't bear that you're fighting over you. You love it. Oh, Matthew, I'm so sad and alone and needy and...
The woman with her tits on fucking stilts!
Oh, Matthew, I make
Mommy, gravy, please, not the gravy.
You? Adam! Darling, what have you done?
Me? What about?
How could you let this happen?
How is this my fault? I'm not the one who...
It's always you. You push and push until people say things they don't mean.
Oh, everything is ruined.
No, I'm not taking the blame for this. I told you he had feelings for you, Clive. I warned you. You didn't listen. You were so flattered. This is your responsibility. Oh, and you done heinous. You were trying to seduce my wife. You were trying to sabotage my marriage. Well, you cared so much about me. You're a deceitful little shit. Oh, and you geriatric junkie. He's not a martyr. He is a slimy, two-faced liar, and you've always let him get away with everything. And you're so baked out of your goddamn mind. You let your husband get away with shagging half the home counties. And you! Oh, girl, what the fuck have you been doing? Get your head out of your goddamn ass. I will not be the fall guy for a bunch of alcoholic, pill-popping, compulsive lying, sex-offending West End Wendy's. None of this is my fault. Y'all are to blame.
Well done. Top marks. 10 out of 10. You succeeded in alienating everyone you love. Congratulations.
I've told you once. Then I've told you 1,000 times. If you have nothing nice to say, well then you can go fuck yourselves! Ah!
Well, that's right. Hide behind Daddy, just like always. Hey!
If I demand as vegetable, I am a mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
You lying, cowardly, pitiful, envious.
Emma!
Emma!
Mummy? Daddy?
Emma! Hey, Munchkin!
What are you doing out of bed?
I wanted to come down and tell you that I'd like to try and climb the hill tomorrow. I know I said I didn't want to, but I was just scared. Because if I don't make it to the top, then it means I'm not good enough. So I can't be happy. But I've been thinking, maybe the way I tried to make myself happy has gotten all twisted and now it's making me miserable. But I keep doing it anyway. Because I think if I stop, then things will get worse. But maybe I need to stop now and just see what happens. So even though I really, really want to get to the top, I think maybe I don't really need to. And so if I don't, then it doesn't mean it'll be awful and terrible. It's just a bit upsetting, and I can handle that. What the fuck are you all doing? Needless to say, things were a bit awkward after that. Edith claimed that they'd all look back on this and laugh someday. Carrie disagreed. Carrie got a taxi back and told Matthew that she'd stab him if he didn't leave her alone. She realised that she knew that Matthew didn't love her all along, and she was ignoring the people who already do love her. Matthew didn't feel too sure about taking on his partnership anymore, and he promised Edith he'd think about it, but he drove back in his own car. His mother told him to be careful. Sheena took a cab as well. But she and Adam decided that he'd move out permanently and they'd split Emma up amicably. She claimed that she doesn't want to fight Adam anymore, and she just wants to be happy. Well, Adam tried to apologise to Sheena, but he was delivering a heartfelt speech about trying to change, and then he just came to the conclusion that it's no one else's fault that he's unhappy except his own, and that he needs to take responsibility. He also picked up the couples therapy brochure, and he had cleaned the mess up. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Okay, so that is Rules for Living. I hope you enjoyed the show. I would now love to invite the entire cast to come on screen. So, for Act 1, we have Ava Hinks as Matthew, Ellen Healy as Carrie, Georgia Casimir as Adam, Hope Wishart as Sheena, and Cameron Macgregor as Edith. For Act 2, we have Tom Wiles as Matthew, Carmen Owens as Carrie, Caitlin Claxton as Adam, Isabel Edmondson as Sheena, and Ella Heekin as Edith. I want to give a special thank you to Jasper Price, as well as our elf, played by Rosa Wiggins. I'd also love to call up our directors. So we've got Director of Act 1 is Catherine Ellis, and Director of Act 2 is Valentine Tusa, who has also been in the live chat all evening, kind of operating all his messages and talking to you. I'd also love to have massive special thanks for our production crew, so Cameron Macgregor, Eleanor Hall, and Bryony Morgan. And also a special thank you to Stephen Murphy for helping us with all things admin. And overall, just an extra special thanks to the entire cast and crew for just being so kind and patient throughout the entire process. The donation link for Many Minds will stay open for 48 hours, so you can kind of donate in the next 2 days, which would be fantastic. Again, any money would be really appreciated. We're doing so well so far, so just pushing us towards our goal would be brilliant. And overall, just thank you from everyone at Theatre-19. Have a fantastic Christmas, and fingers crossed we get to see you for our next performance in the new year. Good night.
Very, very quickly, we'd also like to give a massive thank you to Ben Carpenter, who has been running everything behind the scenes. So very thank you, Ben. And yes, again, from all of us at Theatre-19, we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.